Hello and welcome back everybody, and we're preparing this Crusader Kings 2, and today we are going to return to the grand journey. King Hastin the Viking made his way all the way over here from Brittany, which is now, of course, a beautiful Norman Germanic merchant republic. That is just gorgeous. Thank you, Doge Harald the Noble. But we made our way all the way down here to Socotra, and we have taken over Socotra as the lone rulers, as we have taken, of course, over the Holy Land, the Levant, and then over here, the centerpiece of Egypt. We have taken it over just, for the faith of the Zunists, and everything has worked out. Operation Save Zunism was a full success, and next up, I think, is probably Operation Reform Zunism. Now, I already read, some things where you can potentially become a high guard of the Zunist faith, so we are, of course, going to attempt that, but whether it will actually succeed is, of course, something else. I think we're doing quite fine. We are currently raiding. We have a couple of sons. A son that doesn't like us, a son that we don't like, but that is just what ambition brings with it, right? He wants to be better than us, and we don't think that he can be better than us. Now, King Hastin the Viking, not sure how long he has to live, but I'm going to make sure that every waking minute is spent raiding. And once we're done here, by the way, like once King Hastin the Viking passes away, I will 100% get rid of all of this. All of this will become independent, and whether they will succeed, whether they will perish in, the chaos against the Muslim Caliphate and whatnot, that is up to them, not up to me. But if I could, I'm thinking about it, if I could, I would like to make all of this a merchant republic. I think what I'm going to do here is, right, I'm going to take you, dear Mayor Olaf, and I'm granting you the county of Alakaba. Because now you are a merchant, and I can, when I die, give you... Oh, actually, no, the duchy goes to someone, doesn't it? Yeah, the duchy would fall away. If anything, I would possibly have to... Oh, this could actually be quite neat. This will be ultimate chaos, what I'm about to do here, but I think it will be absolutely worth it. Alright, hear me out here, right? I hold this personally. Dear Abdul Wahab. And this will be a very strange step. Actually, I can't really do that. Wait a minute, you're a child. Oh yeah, why don't you die? I'm sorry to say, this is not really role-playing, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to substitute this with a Zunist merchant republic, and then this will become a non-Zunist, so essentially, a Germanic merchant republic. We are going to have the clash of the merchant republics wherever we go, and apparently I'm buying you a new thing, don't worry about it. Okay, check this out. We are now the Duke of Cairo. There you go. Good luck to you. You are now a merchant republic. Have fun with it, dare I say. There you go. He's completely independent now. He's a Zunist merchant republic. I love it. Grand Mayor Guthrud. Continue with what you have been doing. Now, I have to hand all of these out individually, and I'm not kidding you here. This is actually how this works, not Zunists, please. And this is actually how this works. So, essentially, the way it functions here is that if I just release this guy, and I hold these personally, he will not get any of those. Despite, any box that I might be able to tick. He simply won't get any of those titles. So what we're doing instead is I'm just handing these out. And then once I grant him the Duchy of Arabia, we should be in a good position. There you go. Beautiful. We've done it. And I would no longer lose any titles. We have 2 independent merchant republics now. This is absolutely gorgeous. Let's keep this up. And when we die, all of this should just become independent on its own. So I'm not too worried about it at this moment. Beautiful. Oh, and we have diarrhea. Do not let me die to diarrhea. I swear to God. That would be atrocious. I'm not sure that did anything. Dear. What are you doing? Please aid me. Oh, that's a really cool... I like your sigil, dude. I like the sigils of the Norse. No doubt about it in Patrum Scooter. Those are great. I'm not sold even at this point. I mean, I like the Muslim ones as well, but I'm not sold at all on the lighting and everything when it comes to the Catholic ones. But don't worry about it. I mean, there's just a personal opinion, of course, at the end of the day. What I'm more interested in is surviving, please. Alright, he treated me for some pain, and I got a bit of a benefit, but we'll see how well that actually goes. Oh no, I have a fever. While I am raiding, how dare you? How dare you? I have dysentery. You spend most of your waking hours on the privy where you frequently pass a loose, bloody stool. You have contracted dysentery. God damn it. You know what? My life is in your hands. I never picked that option because most of the time it just turns against you, but you know what? Let's just do it. Holy crap, he did it. You could not believe your eyes when Deer pulled a severed hand from his satchel. The black spots on its fingers sent chills down your spine, and you demanded to know where he got it from. He only hushed you and proceeded to rub the severed hand against your chest. Alright, sure, I guess. My god, that's horrible. Oh wow, would you look at that? We already have an independence faction. Seriously? They would probably actually win. You know what? I guess I have no choice. I wanted to let all of these go anyway. I mean, what am I supposed to say? I'm no longer greedy if I don't misremember. So you know what? Why don't we just... I will share the cattle with my best warriors, sure. But yeah, look at that. Okay, so we still have a lot of vassals here. That's okay. Many others are independent. Can I just give independence to all of these, you know, like right now? Hey, you. No? Why not? Why couldn't I do this? Must be at peace. Oh, he isn't at peace. Right, okay. You know what? I think I'm just going to pull these troops over here. What I'm also going to do is we're actually going to build a castle. There you go. A city shipyard, thank you. And then also a temple shipyard. And then I'm just going to pillage wherever I can. Hell yeah. This dude has guts, yeah? He just declared independence from me. Then he's like, can we be allies though? And you know what? Hakon, I respect that. My son, I respect that. Maybe you should be my heir, although of course, honestly, you probably shouldn't be. Now I'm thinking, once I reigned for 10 years here, when will that be? 994. I will probably try to push Agnatic Cognatic. That would be nice. Damn. I was merely raiding, you know, the Arabian coast. I was walking away, essentially down this way, raiding. I, in the meantime, released everybody up here. You can see it's a bit of a mess, but they are standing together. Arabia is currently facing a holy war, and I'm not sure. Oh my god, they might actually still lose it. I was really hopeful that they wouldn't lose it, but we'll see about it. I have passed away, and now King Ragnar has taken control. King Ragnar of Socotra. An accomplished diplomat, vassals and foreign rulers alike are sure to respect him. Long live King Ragnar. Now, King Ragnar barely has any prestige. He barely has anything, quite frankly, that he can show for himself, but we can only hope that, you know, maybe we can make something happen here. I want to do an invasion with this guy as soon as possible. Let's take a look at him. We are a charismatic negotiator. We are a good army leader, not amazing in martial, of course, but look at that. We are an organizer that is very powerful. We are shrewd, trusting, ambitious, gregarious, and cruel. I will keep the cruelty in mind. Then we're going to go with war, I think, because that is on my mind. My father, in my opinion, was a failure. My father went out of his way, he conquered land, but he never made sure that he truly left his stamp on it. He was okay with all of his sons splitting it and whatnot, and I mean, I'm not sure that Ragnar is entirely different, but he most certainly does not exactly feel the same. He wants to be in control and he wants to crush his enemies. So, we're going to become exalted among men. I think that is adequate. We have a lot of concubines already. How old are you guys? 30, 30, and 21. That's okay. Everyone is still in childbearing age. Let's simply keep pillaging, and then we're going to take a look at the prestige and what we can do with it. I think we're going to do fairly well with this character. Apparently, I don't have anyone in my court at all anymore, so... Haha, he who laughs last, laughs longest. Finally, the cruel pirate King Hastin has left this fine earth. While everything will definitely be better without him, I have a lot of extra time on my hands now. You know what? I do think Hastin's skull would look fine on my mantelpiece. Holy moly, absolutely. Let's keep his skull with us forever. Finally, with one last swing of the cleaver, King Hastin's ugly head is severed from his equally disgusting body. I roll it up in a piece of cloth, stash it in my satchel, and escape undetected into the night. Skull of King Hastin. I am a huge fan. The game doesn't appreciate what we just did here enough. We're gonna carry the skull of King Hastin. Hastin's skull. Forever with us. I absolutely love that. That is just amazing. Yeah, roleplay-wise, the game does not appreciate this enough, no doubt about it. We had an affair with Bodil. Don't worry about the details too much, it really doesn't matter. Hastin Ragnarsson, you know what? I will legitimize you. Maybe you are the future. I mean, especially looking at his Zunas trait, of course. You're legitimized, my son. May you forever serve me and the dynasty. Let's make this happen. I'm super excited. If we make the jump over here, we have... The world will literally be our oyster. I'm very excited. Oh! Eric, you god. A genius. Eric. And you know what? I'm gonna name this kid something else. I'm gonna name him, Eric. Just different spelling. There you go. The legend has been born, and it is time that the legend writes its stories into the annals of history. And I will have my mates dispatched, don't worry about it. We're gonna have so many sons you don't even know about it, dude. You have no idea how many sons we're gonna have. And we are, of course, going to keep pillaging, but I'm just saying, this is going great so far. Ah, and now King Ragnar also is a Viking at 25. So much earlier than his father. Yeah, the ambition, honestly, I really like the idea of every single child looking up to their father and saying, I will be better than you. And look at him. Look at King Ragnar. So far, he has been absolutely excellent, especially giving us a genius child. Is that like yeah, no, that's actually a child of a concubine, Adila. That was a very lucky pick then. Damn. That was a very lucky get. I really appreciate that. And we're almost there. We can almost do a prepared invasion. I'm very excited for it. Oh, there you go. We actually can do it right now. Hello there! Dear Maharaja Abdullah of the Habari Kingdom. How do you... Oh, he's already being attacked, huh? Pratihara Holy War for Bakar. Wait a minute. Where the hell is this? It's this one. Oh, that's a good duchy. See, I could alternatively, I suppose, go against Shah Mashhad of the Safarid Shahdim. And I probably should. This could be very risky. We're gonna go against the Safarids. And depending on how it goes, we might pull out with a loss. I think I'm gonna launch the invasion for Persia, but we are going to mostly siege down Sistan. Or maybe I should just launch it for Sistan and just siege down some Persia. I don't really care for any of this. Yeah, you know what? So I would really want to do it against Habari, but Habari will definitely use a huge chunk of itself to, well, the Pratihara dynasty. They are simply superior. But I think I'm gonna launch it. Yeah, I'm gonna launch it against the Safarid Shahdim. Prepared invasion, let's go. Let's make this happen. The Zunist faith doesn't sleep. And neither do the people that arrive to aid us in our future conquests. I am excited to make this happen. I took a good look at myself and thought about my weaknesses and strengths. After many hours of soul searching, I realized I have nothing to be ashamed of. Ah, that proud would have been so good. But either way, you gotta love the prepared invasion mechanic. Now, the levies that I was running around with, that I was looting with the entire time, by the way, obviously weren't really our levies, because they all came from over here, and all of this land is now independent. By the way, still independent, at least mostly. I'm not... What is this? It was an uprising, wasn't it? Ah, that sucks. Yeah, that was I'm pretty 99% sure that was an uprising. That's unfortunate. What can you do? And King Hastin the Lame of Arabia, I assume he pushed some sort of claim. He inherited it? Wait, what? Wait, am I losing my mind? You guys are feudal? Weren't you supposed to be Emergent Republic? Well, either way, I don't... You know, honestly, don't worry about it. How are you doing? Oh, they still exist! The French have taken over the entirety of Western Europe, but one little village is still resisting them. Dorje Harald, the noble of Upper Brittany, still lives. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go and we're going to dissolve all those fake levy that we had, because otherwise I can't actually declare a war. I'm going to hire the CK2 infantry. Actually, I'm going to do that in a couple of monthly ticks here. We are, of course, going to go over into the north before this deadline looms over our head, which is the 9th of November. I want as many people to spawn in as is possible. So I think we're going to go right about now. And ooh, this is actually very interesting. I don't know, by the way, the menu sounds appear to have gone right. This gives me no information anymore. Desert mountains, desert, desert, desert. Do we have desert anywhere? I think desert is its own thing, right? Like, desert is none of these. I think you gotta go, at that point, you gotta go mountains, just in case you encounter mountains. Sadly, flat terrain expert doesn't really do anything for us here, although you would assume it would. Mountainous terrain, sure, whatever you say. Get onto the boats, everybody. It is time to leave, as we are. Did I hire the band? No, I did not yet. Jesus Christ, that is a lot of troops. That is a lot of troops. Alright, everybody head over. Today we fight. What territory is this? This is desert, so not very favorable terrain. Let's try to take them down where they stand. I don't know whether we will be able to do it, but I will do my worst. I must destroy, I must smash their armies. And then we can talk about potential success right after. So, let's take a look at how is this battle going. We have some reinforcements coming in. They broke our center flank. Oh, but the reinforcements actually carried it. We had roughly the same losses, but in the end we came out with a victory. Damn, that was a pretty rough party that we had right there. And I'm just going to split these once because we lost so many people there. That sucks. I mean, that was rough. I'm not going to deny that in any way whatsoever. But we won it. And that is what I'm going to go with here. That is acceptable. Unlucky. The Dulafid Emirate is already coming. They're right over here. This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a rough one, believe you me. We may lose this. We may very well lose this. But I will engage because these are mountains. The mountains are our friends, and yeah, there you go. Wow. What a victory. What a victory. Holy crap. I wasn't speed 5 there, please forgive me, but it was really just up to the reinforcements. And in the end, it all worked out. My god, that was quite nice. Now, do realize that everything that is in Sistan we get anyway. I'm not that interested in much more, you know, to our west or something. I'm more interested, I think, in safeguarding where we are. I would like Birjan. Birjan is important to me. Just because it is very close to a holy site as well. You can... Oh, I can't even check it anymore. Because there are no Zunists ruling. But I'm pretty sure that, like, over here something is a holy site. We'll figure it out, okay? We will figure it out, believe you me. Oh my god, and you can't believe this, but this was way closer than it needed to be. You can see it right here. They actually landed on Socotra. They actually defeated my troops. But I was able to do this in time. Now, the borders won't be perfect, but I don't think they need to be. The prepared invasion of Sistan is over. There you go, beautiful. Now, there are, of course, you know, a lot of people staying around and sticking over, but they are all quite weak. And honestly, long term, they will probably rebel against us and we can defeat them. Socotra has moved over here, and of course in a wonderful, wonderful way have we moved over here. Now I'm gonna hand over some titles, and now I'm thinking maybe it is actually time to create a kingdom, you know. The kingdom of Sistan, of course, would also splinter the Safavids, which would be huge. Oh no, actually it's multiple kingdom tier titles, so it really doesn't matter. But I think we actually should become kings at this point, and probably make Socotra yet another republic. Now I realize that Socotra is actually a trade post, but at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, I mean, China currently is... Oh, they are stable. They used to be in a civil war, but, you know, it is what it is, really. I don't know yet, actually. I don't quite know yet. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so I thought about this, and I considered, you know, what would King Ragnar the Victorious of Socotra do? This was a hard-fought victory, and this was a victory I think that we don't want to leave, you know, lying by the side. He, of course, sees what his father has done, his long-deceased father, and I think he wants to do it better. I think he wants to create something much, much better. So what we're gonna do is, I'm going to immediately convert to Zunism. And then we're going to, you know, take a look at whether we can become part of the Sun or something like that anyway. I will also go ahead and actually change the title revocation law. I didn't siege this down, so this isn't taken away yet. I'm going to revoke this title. I think this person will surely say yes. Indeed they will, and I'm going to move my capital here. Bost has pretty decent technology stats, so I'm quite happy about this. I mean, it's pretty bad, all things considered, but it's good for the region, I suppose. Look at that. The rest is at 7, 7, 6 even. Yeah, okay, that's pretty bad. What we are going to do now is the game hasn't fully realized that we are not actually in control of all this levy, because the game hasn't calculated in the domain size yet. So what we are going to do is we're going to be a bit cheeky, and we are going to declare some wars here, because what I'm hoping is that with those wars I can immediately get some more authority for the Zunist faith, of course, which is at the moment very weak. Now this and that over here, both of these are Zunist holy sites. If I could take them, that would be nice. If I'm not mistaken, the Tang Empire is stable. I could potentially hand in the Mohammedan sword and I could potentially make something happen here. The Samanids could be splintered, and that would be a huge success for us. We could then conquer North, which of course we have to do anyway. So I'm thinking maybe that is exactly what we want to do. But what I think we need to primarily do is, of course, let's raise our levies. And now that we've done that, I'm going to start to hand out everything that I hold in my domain. I think that is how you want to play this. It is a bit cheesy, if not at the very least cheeky, but you know, I don't think anybody can complain here. This is the series of cheeky characters that want to arrive at, you know, essentially at the end of their journey by being as cheeky as possible. And bam, you get this county. So I'm gonna give 2 counties to each person here. That should be fine. Cirque, I have to give it to you. And you know what? Sure. What are we gonna do here? I hold this duchy. We're gonna make the Duchy of Sistan. We have a better one. Zabulistan. Ooh, look at Zabulistan. I'm gonna become the Duke of Zabulistan. Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna make that my primary title, and we can push on and hand this over to this fella here. And then we have another Merchant Republic. Germanic, of course, but you know, I mean, I'll take it. I don't think I have any room to complain about it. Yalno of Socotra. There you go. Have fun with it. Grand Mayor Cirque of Socotra. Okay, so far so good. Let's gather the troops, let's beat them all up, and then that's what we do. He allowed me to revoke this. Perfect. And oh wow, yeah, of course, we caused this, we did this. The renewed jihad. The holy city of Jerusalem has fallen. I wonder I wonder how that happened. Disturbing news, the jihad is back. Now I'm thinking, maybe I should go against Caliph al-Muwafaq II quite soon, because he of course holds Nishapur, which is one of our holy sites. I'm currently just plundering, we're gonna see how that goes, but honestly, I'm patient. I have a lot of patience in me, I think. And you know what? Honestly, I thought about it. I thought about it for a long time. With the money that we have, I could surely beat the Samanids, but wouldn't it simply be more entertaining to see it all splinter? So I decided we're going to see it all splinter. Tang Empire, you are in a golden age, and I hereby send you this sword of Muhammad. I hope that it pleases you, and thank you for this invasion, my friend. That's you. There you go. Get him out of here. I know they're not that strong, but get him out of here. Excellent. Do it. The Chinese invasion, obviously, you know, I'm not going to use them just out of boredom, really. I'm using this because this will definitely significantly speed up how I can expand and how much more religious unity we will get here. So I'm very excited about this. They are going in. The Samanids will be destroyed, I'm certain. And would you look at that? The Samanids have been thoroughly shattered. What a load of chaos that is up there, but it is absolutely beautiful to me. Because now I can simply go, and for example, Kabul is a holy site of ours, and I can just, you know, easy peasy conquer it. There's no doubt that we will, of course, be victorious in this war. This makes everything a lot easier, because now I no longer will have a long truce. I can just, you know, bit by bit, eat my way north, and enjoy it while we do it, I guess. You know, it's... Oh, okay. They are very ballsy, but apparently not enough. That's okay. Let's take them down. Beautiful. And now Kabul is under our control, which means that, of course, not just this, but also the holy site is under our control. Absolutely beautiful. The expansion that we can now see here, and, you know, that we can now actually achieve with the speed that we're going at, should be quite sufficient. As long as we, at some point, get Caliph al-Muwaffaq II under control. He's worrying me. I'll be honest with you, and look at Mega Georgia. He is very, very worrying to me, because we're looking at a situation where, honestly, he's just massive. Like, he's just genuinely quite massive. But I'm thinking, let's just blob out in our core territory a bit more, shall we? Yeah, let's take this, because then we have one more alley towards the north. And honestly, this is going to be a very risky war, but I know that I need to fight it, because if I don't fight it right now, then we're never going to succeed with this. And let's be honest here, we need to succeed with this as soon as possible. The Abbasids are strong, and the Abbasids are yet to be beaten, but I think that I can beat Caliph al-Muwaffaq II, and if I may, then we should be looking at a potential Zunist reformation in this life, which would be quite nice. Let's go for Nishapur. Let's try to make that happen. I will hire more mercenaries, although I know that this will drain us, financially speaking, but you gotta try whatever you can, right? And Nishapur, hopefully, will be worth it. Look at Eric. He has turned out to merely be a tough soldier, but that is okay. That is, of course, perfectly fine. Now, the issue is that I can't get him to convert, at least from what I can see here, unless I gave him the strange chest or the magnificent painting, but even then I can't convert him. And with him not being willing to convert, I have a bit of an issue, because this essentially means that I won't be able to actually make him my heir. You can see they're voting against him. Hastine is winning, and I'll be damned before I let Hastine win. So, you know what, let me just get some other votes here. Oh, and here comes the big army. This will be the clash. No doubt about it. This will be the one to tell the story of this entire war. And I think it is time that we change over there. Do I have an organizer? I do. I myself am the organizer. Now the question is, can the others stand until we arrive? I can only hope that they will, because otherwise we're going to face some issues here. Let's just take a look at how this goes. A lot of our children now growing up, don't you worry about it. Let's take a look at this. Why aren't you commanding anymore? Wait, what? Alright, I don't know. This flank won't have a commander then. Let's take a look at it. Oh, the reinforcements already arrived. And that is a very clear victory. The Abbasids got completely trumped. And of course, getting trumped means I come out ahead. And I love coming out ahead, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, look at that. I think this war is over. I think Nishapur will be ours. And we'll even have some money to spare. Lovely. Now, whether we will be able to convert this entire thing, or rather reform this entire thing with Jarl Ragnar the Victorious of Zabulistan, is something slightly different. Oh, where did this come from? Well, either way, they have been beaten yet again. Seriously, where did that come from? I can't tell, actually. Doesn't really matter, though, does it? The war's over! And with the war over... just, I don't know, throw him in the dungeon. With the war over, we are looking at a situation... but we have actually done it. Oh, I was very scared of this war, and then this battle happened, and all of a sudden everything was perfect. Now the big question in my mind still remains. 35 moral authority. Where do I get 15 more moral authority from? We crushed the Samanites, so this is no longer a threat at all to us. We can, one by one, have some mini-wars against them, and I think that we should even start with this right now. One by one. But beyond that, I mean, I'm not entirely certain. Let me just dissolve the smaller company and then let's beat them up here. County conquests, I don't know whether those will be enough long term for us to actually have this happen. But I will do my best. Oh, are you serious? The Caliph immediately declared a war yet again against us. Oh my god. He's merely going for Mufasa, but I can't lose this one, no doubt. Oh, that's a holy war. Yeah, okay, but that's only Mufasa, so that's honestly quite alright. It's the least bad case, but it's still a pretty bad case. I do not enjoy this. I don't think anybody should. And would you look at that? Oh my god. They came up here with 12k. I was so worried. And somehow we captured him. I don't know. This battle didn't go well. I gotta tell you that much. And I didn't even get an event of capturing him, but hey. There you go. Victory is ours. I can let everyone know of his cowardice, or I can still duel him. Okay, I'll duel him. War's already over, but I'll duel him. Ah, there was the prisoner event. Oh my, how chivalrous. So they still dueled despite the war being over. They severely injured him. Oh man, CK2 events, sometimes they really make me question reality. Like, they genuinely make me question reality. And this gives us a total of 3% more war score. And not war score, moral authority, that's the word. Very, very nice. Now this war will be over in a second here. There you go. Demands enforced, and we are all of a sudden in a great spot. I don't know. Maybe we can turn this into something, although, you know, I would never want to bet on it, because this is always very, very uncertain. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Who's this guy? Stop declaring wars against me. They keep coming. And they keep coming for the same thing as well. I really, really just want to grind out some moral authority. And I guess this is sort of grinding it out, but holy crap. Caliph Saladin, I think his father, his brother, died to the Great Pox because he was severely injured because of their duel after the war. Utterly, utterly ridiculous. Like, genuinely, completely bonkers. I think at this point, I actually have to commit to becoming a king. I'll be honest with you. I think we actually have to become a king, and I can't... Oh, I can do it. You know what? I'm going to found a new kingdom. I think it needs to be done. Although, I don't actually know. How would I oppose you? But with a new kingdom, I probably will be able to have less of a vassal limit issue, right? You know what? This is an issue for tomorrow. Damn, we came so far, and then the Abbasids kept attacking, and kept attacking. Let's just hope that this goes a bit better. My god, completely ridiculous. And the lunacy will continue tomorrow, but for today I want to thank all of you, and I want to in particular of course thank the members of the channel that are making this video possible, namely the Barons Aaron, Stefan, the Richest, T, Snywolf, Emma, Mamelo, Thomas, Lachlan, and Mitchell, then of course also the Counts, Shifty, Wombat, and Xenophone, and then last but not least the absolutely beautiful Duke, Suspicious Duck, Nathan, Knight of Squires, Kenneth, Lexo, Eric, and Aiden. See you all in the next episode. Later, Alligator.